well, it just spat me back out the Diamond Quarter. I guess it doesn't want me to traverse anywhere else on the map through Ottawa. So let's just head back to the palace. I'm assuming I came from the palace. I mean, it's a logical place, really. At the end of the day. Anyone new? No. Okay, well, let's go back in then. Oh, and it's blocked it off, so I can't even get to... was that the assembly? Or was the assembly like over here somewhere? I really don't remember. That might be the shape for it. Nah, no clue. Just head on in. Guess it's royal feast time. Anyone else to speak to? No. Well, this is going to be fascinating, isn't it? I still can't get into the kitchen. Still? Yeah, it's a no. Key required. Who has the key? Can I steal the key? No, I'm a warrior. I've got no skills. Okay, let's go speak to Lord Uranus Dace. Wow, there's not many people attending this joint. I'm gonna assume that somewhere here is Endrin and Balin and Trian. God, Trian's such a dick.
Look, the Grey Wardens are here. The raid tomorrow must be more than a standard mission.
Too.
The Wardens only go where the Darkspawn are the greatest threat.
Oh, the Wardens are going with us. That's news to me. Okay, well, let's talk to this fellow.
Hi. Many thanks for your willingness to hear me out, my lady.
What do you have to say for yourself?
I wish to speak to you of a matter most urgent.
Such as? Can this wait until later? Of course, Lord Dace. Gorham, how much time do I have? I am sorry, but I cannot spare the time.
There is a vote coming before the Assembly next week.
A vote?
And a word from you could go a long way towards helping our cause.
Yeah, but depending on what your cause is. The answer is no, I don't play politics. You know I don't do favors, Lord Dace. Is this going to be a bribe or blackmail?
Oh, I would never ask a favor with nothing given in return. I propose a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Your eyes are
the
so
vote
tiny.
Concerns the status of the so-called surface caste.
Oh, okay.
Lost to the stone, air-touched, and so forth.
Yeah.
Centuries ago, narrow-minded men declared that any dwarf who left to live on the surface forfeited his caste.
This sounds really
and
good,
his
actually.
House noble.
Yeah.
That he was, in essence, no longer a dwarf.
That's great. What do you propose?
I seek only to remedy an injustice, to retie the bonds of anyone who can trace himself to one of the noble houses wherever he may live.
I am totally on
Please,
board.
Agree to speak for this noble cause.
Absolutely. It's the right thing to do. What do I get in return? Dwarves who travel to the surface are no longer dwarves. But it's not going to change your genetic makeup, is it? Why is he so interested in this particular cause? He must know somebody who's gone to the surface.
When your father presents you to the noble houses, I will ask for your opinion on the matter. You have merely to say that you feel our surface brothers should be returned their noble rights.
Absolutely.
Be more simple.
Cool. Does that actually, like, happen? Do I get to actually go to the assembly? Support Lord Dace's cause. Lord Dace has asked you to show your support for his cause in front of the gathered nobles. He wants Orzammar to accept the surface cast into the houses they once belonged to. Huh, yep, we'll do that. Sure. Well, we can go to the kitchens this way. Let's go, Gorham. I'm sure there's better food to be had. Not on this table. Book! Where are you, book? Chapter 2. I had a feeling it was going to be chapter 2. There appears to be a barrel here. Unlocked door. Insufficient skill. Yeah, well, shit happens. Hey, cook. How's
Your
it hanging?
Highness, what a surprise.
Yep.
I apologize if we are in your way.
No, you go for it. I live to surprise people. As Gorham said, I like to shake things up. Hey, Gorham, do you need, like, greater stuff? Because I've got some armored stuff. That's the same. How about the boots? Boots are the same. How about the dust? Yep, nope. Nope. You don't have a helm. Have a helm. Why the heck not? Okay, well, this was fun. There's nothing else to really do here. Oh, no, can't get there. Well, this was fun. I'll just be showing myself back out, if that's okay with you guys. Go see what's happening at this boring banquet. So I've spoken to Ron. So let's check out this Grey Walden. Hey, buddy.
My lady.
He's a mage. I like mages. Okay, well, let's go speak to Duncan. Hey, babe.
Greetings, my lady Idukan. It is an honor to meet you at last.
How do you recognize me? You've never seen me before. The honor is mine, Warden. At last, have you been waiting for me? If you'll excuse me.
Not as such, but your father never misses a chance to boast of your skill and bravery.
Dear God.
He says you may be the most skilled warrior in all of House Idukan.
Oh, dear God. Well, actually, it's not that difficult given the current prospects. My father does me great honor. We shall see what happens tomorrow. My father exaggerates. There's no may about it. I am the best.
Your response speaks of maturity beyond your years. We need more Grey Wardens like you, and quickly. Even as the Darkspawn weaken here in Ozamar, they are stirring on the surface. A blight has begun. Soon the fight must go beyond the deep roads, lest the Darkspawn threaten all the world.
I wonder if father would allow me to join you. I do not know as much as I should about the Grey Wardens. Good. Let them leave our city and pester the humans.
You know of our dedication to destroying the Darkspawn, our frontline presence during a blight. What else would you know?
Are there many of my people in the Grey Wardens? What does joining entail? Yeah, like it's going to tell you that. Could I join the Grey Wardens and still stay in Ozamar? That would be pointless. Nothing. I shall take my leave of you.
Over the centuries, many dwarves have made names for themselves in our order. These days, however, there are fewer dwarves and thus even fewer dwarven Grey Wardens. A pity, since dwarven warriors have the most experience fighting Darkspawn.
This is true. I wish I could join you. I don't think I could bear such a difficult life. I'm an Adukan. Ozamar needs me here. Screw Ozamar.
Truly? Then I will speak to your father after tomorrow's battle.
I love battling.
I have my doubts he will relent, but there is always hope.
Hey, you never
Until
know.
then, good luck to you.
Thanks.
Show the Darkspawn what your people are made of.
You know it. Show me its buzz. Just a codex? Codex? New quest? No, that's not as exciting. More Grey Wardens, servants. Harrimon's here! Oh, actually, let's speak to Lady Helmy, apparently.
Your mother would melt the stone if she knew what you just did.
Well, clearly she's dead if we're having this conversation. Excuse me? How dare you speak to me that way? Gorham, did you hear something?
Do not mock me, girl. Lord Dace is playing you false. Go ahead, be his puppet. Your first command will be marked by every major house turning their back on you.
Oh, that's what you meant. I thought you meant Duncan. Whoops. Okay, love, I'm game. Tell me.
Last spring, a guild from the merchant caste invested heavily in an expedition with a guild from the surface. Lord Dace backed the merchant guild, pouring a great deal of money into the venture. The expedition was a disaster.
I don't see how this relates to anything.
Lord Dace lost a great deal of money and prestige. The Surface Guild has no way to repay the investment, but it does have several leading members who are descended from noble houses. House Helmy, Bimo, Idukan.
Okay. Gorham, can you follow this? I know you're getting at something, I just don't know what.
Let me spell it out for you.
Do
if
so,
Lord
please.
Dace returns the noble connections to those on the surface, those houses would then be financially tied to his disaster. Your house and mine would be forced to pay the Surfacer's kin debts. It would be a great victory for Lord Dace.
That's kind of awkward. Like, if my cousin was to rack up a debt, why would I pay my cousin's debt? That's just stupid. That's not my problem. It seems I need to have a talk with Lord Dace. Fine, let Lord Dace think he's fooled me. Alright, Lord Dace dies for this. Setting up for the surfaces is the right thing to do.
The Surface Caste gave up their noble ties willingly, generations ago. Will you humiliate your house and your father for them?
Yup.
Do what you will then. It's your honor that hangs in the balance.
What do I care? Who needs honor if it means not standing up for the right thing and for what you believe in? The services deserve every right. Think twice about supporting Lord Dace. Lord Helmy warned you about Lord Dace. He has many reasons for wanting you to speak out for him in front of the nobles, and not all of them are noble. Yes, so? He's not the only one who will benefit from this, however. Other people should benefit. So I'm okay. Oh, who the hell's Lord Baymont? Anyway, Harriman.
Your father is very proud of you.
That's great.
Congratulations.
If it isn't our newest commander, congratulations, Your Highness.
Thanks, I'm clearly very bored. How do you? Oh, wait, what?
Thank
No,
you.
no!
Please reconsider.
I was gonna go back to
Trade
Dace, but
contracts
whatever.
alone could bring great prosperity to our houses. Will we really turn our back on our brothers and a potential fortune in cheap labor because of
Your
a
nose
political
is
technicality?
huge.
Denial of the traditions of our people does not qualify as a political technicality. There is more to life than monetary gains, my lords Bimo and mine.
Oh my god, I like Endron already.
The Assembly of Kal Shirak will respect the rule of Orzammar, or they will rot and die alone, surrounded by enemies.
Yes, my king.
That sounds
But look,
extreme. I don't
We
know what
have
the problem
company
is, but
to
sure.
spare us further wrangling. Atrast Vala, my sweet daughter. How fine you look in your grandmother's armor. Are you ready
Thank
to
you.
be presented to the heads of the noble houses?
Well, sorry, I was gonna go chat to Lord Dace again, but, if I must.
These rituals have their place.
They better.
Behooves you to get to know the nobles and let them know you.
So I'm not
Lords,
gonna be here for much longer.
ladies, grant me a moment of your time. We are here today so I may present to you my second eldest child, blessed by the stone
Not many
and
people
born
here.
of the blood that ran in the veins of the paragon Idukan. Who would pose a question to the prospective commander? Who seeks to know the prospect better?
I have a question.
Oh dear.
I seek to know the prospect better.
Lord Dace, head of House Dace, speak.
Lords, ladies, my question concerns the plight of our wayward kin, the
What
so-called
does this have to do with
service
my
caste.
honoring?
What does the Commander Prospect think is the proper place for these lost souls?
Why would you bring this up now? They should be respected, but no more. The surface dwellers are less than men. They are as we are and should have their rights returned. You know, I don't like the idea about people having to pay their debts. I don't see the correlation, so I'm just going to go with the first one.
Are you satisfied, Lord Dace? Do you feel you have learned something about the prospect?
Yes.
my king.
Oh god, he's
Then
going to
if
kill
there
me.
are no other challenges, I give you Orzammar's next commander.
Oh, Sabrina.
Tomorrow,
It
our
twisted me.
newest commander will lead part of a mission to strike a great blow
wait.
to the Darkspawn.
Wait.
Not only does this recover access to some of our most important mines, but it also allows our honored guest Duncan, head of Ferelden's Grey Wardens, to strike far into the deep roads.
Thank you, King Endrin. While the Darkspawn seem to withdraw, it is only because they are massing on the surface. This could mean a blight, and my men and I will discover the truth.
We are honored to have you with us, my friend. Now, feast, drink, and celebrate, for the morning brings battle! As for you, my new commander, find your brother Trian and send him to me. He may be watching the provings, or getting some rest in his rooms.
Must I? What do you want with Trian?
Don't question everything. Just go for the ancestors' sake.
But I'm a curious person. What's wrong with asking questions? Find Trian. Your father, King Endrin, needs to speak with your brother, Trian. You are to locate Trian and tell him that your father needs him. Trian is either at the provings or resting in his quarters. Choose options. You led Lord Dace to believe that you would speak for his cause, but instead you humiliated him in front of all the nobles. Yeah, whoops. Shit happens, right? Oh, and there's a Lord Mayno.
May the ancestors grant us victory against the dark spawn.
Has Dace left? Oh shit, no, Dace is here. Well, this is not gonna end well. Hey, buddy.
I suppose you're proud of yourself.
Yeah. You underestimated me.
That is the way the games of the Assembly are played. Next time, I will think more of you. If you'll excuse
Thank you.
me, my lady.
I mean, I know you didn't necessarily mean that the way I took it, but thank you. Okay, so we've got to go find Trian. It's very quicker to check out his chambers while we're here than it is to try and find him at the provings. It was this way, right? Totally know my bearings. I know where I'm going. It's not like I've lived here my entire life or anything. Which way was his chambers? That was my father's, wasn't it? Which means his is there. Yeah. Oh, it looks like he's there. Great, that saves some time. Is he always in his bedroom? Probably. Oh, am I going to be able to get in? Oh, yes, I can. Hey, Trian. And... oh, Trian and Balin. Oh my god, are you guys, like, conspiring with each other? Yeah, well, whatever. There wasn't his book here? Where is the journal? On the
Very
floor.
well.
New Codex. Trian's journal. Dear God, this is long. Faventus. Oh, it's the date. 21st Faventus. Noticed Gorham running around trying to get pieces of my sibling's ceremonial armor ready for the feast. Stopped him and asked him how preparations were going. He mentioned that one of the braces had a spot of tarnish on it. Was quite impressed at his dedication. He's most loyal to our family. Oh, that's kind of nice. Thanks, Gorham! 2 days later. Was on the way to discuss the treaty with father when came across a messenger waiting in the hall. On being asked why he was loitering about the royal palace, he mumbled something about having a gift for the new commander, and asked me, begged almost, to pass along some object or other to my sibling. Me! The heir to the throne of Orzammar does not run errands for a messenger. Must have been new on the job. Had him thrown out. However, still reeling from the gall of it. Oh wow, God, get off your high horse. Learned later that Balin had told the messenger that quickest way, oh god, he's dropping his articles, that's why it's quite painful to read, that quickest way to get things to our sibling was through me and had made him wait until I came by. So unseemly for a Prince of Orzammar to play such tricks. I have to say that is quite entertaining. He needs to grow up and understand that as royalty he has responsibilities. The next day. Found Balin's little playmate, again, Mrs. Musty Breaker, lurking about the corridors outside his bedroom this morning. Must have been trying to steal something, or already had. Bosom seemed full of the most decent ladies. Some jewels hidden in the bodice? Hey, you never know, she could just be very, well endowed. Anyway, pretended not to see her. Would have been awkward otherwise. Wish Balin would keep her confined to his room, if he must have her around. Little brother is too concerned with fun and pleasure, and not serious enough about his duties as a prince. Must talk to him about discipline when have time. Unfortunately, much too busy with the many tasks father has laid upon my shoulders. This is 2 days after that. Remember to send small token of gratitude to Jalia Helmi. Alliance between Helmi and Iduken must be kept strong. Lady Jalia will of course accept proposal of marriage since we'll be king sooner or later, but never hurts to be polite and keep the lady happy. Hear that there are some surfaces selling silks. Maybe we'll send out something nice. Jalia's favourite colour? Turquoise. Oh, he's going to woo her, even though it's a given thing. That's kind of nice of him, I suppose. 2 days after that. Heard about there being provings held in our siblings' honour. They did not have provings for me at my first commission, and I am the heir. What is going on? Must go watch these provings, make presence felt. Orzammar must not forget that I am to be her next king. He's such a douche. God. You really are a douchebag, buddy. Can I speak to Balin? No.
So you're a commander now, in name at least.
Why are you conspiring
Shouldn't you
together?
be attending our king father?
Father wants to see you, Trian. You two are not at the feast. Balin, how was your day?
Interesting. I would have been at the feast, but Trian had need of me.
The world does not stop and start with your meager achievements. Not even tonight. Now, do you have some purpose in bothering us?
Douchebag. Father wants you. Father is worried you're too much of an ass to be prince.
You push your luck.
Hehe.
Balin, get to bed. We have a big day tomorrow. I will see what our father wishes from his heir.
All day I've put up with that. He can really grate on the nerves.
Poor thing. I actually feel sympathy for Balin. It's something I didn't think was possible. Well, he's our elder brother. I suppose it's his right. Hell no, I agree.
And what I'm going to tell you next won't make you any more fond of him.
What are you talking about? Is this something I want to hear? You sound serious, Balin.
Probably not. But you need to all the same.
Go for it.
Trian has begun to move against you. I never thought his much-proclaimed honor would allow him to actually act on his jealousy. Big sister.
Yeah, I'm getting the feeling
Trian
he's very
is going
jealous.
to try to kill you.
That's a little extreme. What? How do you know? He recognizes I'm a threat. Good. That seems a little far-fetched.
I overheard him giving orders to some of his men, and I was shocked. Then it began to make sense. Trian's decided you're a threat to his taking the throne. Maybe he's right.
Wait, what? Sorry, trying to speak and yawn at the same time. Really doesn't work. This is insane. I refuse to discuss this. True, Trian's a pompous ass and everyone likes me better. I'm not the heir. He is. How am I a threat to Trian?
He fears what you are becoming, in the eyes of the people and the Assembly.
Awesome.
Trian's the named prince, but only the Assembly can proclaim a king. He It would be unusual for the Assembly to ignore the King's choice, but it does happen.
The founder of House Bimo became a paragon and king in one move from the Assembly, and he was a commoner.
That was an
Really?
extraordinary case.
That's
But
cool.
At least a half dozen times the Assembly named a lesser family member, or even someone from another house, as king. Twice, it was a woman.
This is really making me see Balin in a new light. Like, seriously, he was an absolute prick when I was doing the Ozma section of my mage playthrough, but he's actually got a heart. It's really sweet to see. I had written him off, but it seems like there's quality there, just somewhere deep beneath the armor. So Trian thinks the Assembly would prefer me. Well, I would make a good ruler. Enough, I won't listen to this.
Look at it from his perspective. You're more personable than he's ever been.
Damn
If you
straight.
win glory against the Darkspawn tomorrow, it will only strengthen the case for you as the next heir.
Wait, what? So I'm supposed to get
Trian
myself
Fear's
killed?
father will replace him on the spot. If not, the Assembly will surely turn against him when father dies.
What do you want me to
Though
do?
his pride will never allow him to step aside.
What should I do? Trian needs to die. I won't fight Trian. It's your angle on this.
You're the elder. I'll follow your lead as always.
Gorham, what do you say? If I strike at Trian, will you back me? Then Trian dies. Then we wait, see what Trian does.
Permission to speak freely?
Go for it. Of course, my friend.
Trian would make a terrible king, but no one wants to say it. He has just enough backing in the Assembly to make it ugly when your father dies, but not enough to become king. Killing him now makes your house stronger and saves a great deal of bloodshed later.
So you'd like me to cull the herd? What? We'll wait, see what Trian does.
Very well. I'll keep my eyes open.
Thanks,
I don't want to
Balin.
lose my dearest sister.
Aw, I'm glad you're concerned, Balin. Thank you. Aw.
You're welcome. I'm taking your place as father's second, so I'll be at hand tomorrow. For now, try to get some sleep.
May the Paragon smile down on you.
What if he attacks me in my sleep? Is this tomorrow? Yes.
Trian and his men will clear the way for the Grey Wardens to descend into the easternmost caverns. Those caverns are still infested by the worst of the Darkspawn. We cannot risk our own troops
You
in
would
there.
send out your heir?
Understood, Lord Haramond. We should be able to sense the Darkspawn and avoid them once the way is open.
May the Paragons favor you, and the stone catch you if you fall.
Come men, glory awaits!
Uh-huh. So where do I fall into
Balin,
all of this?
you and your men will second the king, clearing the main road.
Don't you think it looks a little cowardly to allow these humans to take our place where the fighting is thickest?
Are you questioning the battle plan?
Of course not. I'm sure your caution is for the glory of us all.
Enough, Balin. Take your men and make ready. Haramond and I need to have words with your sibling.
Uh-oh.
Good luck, my sister.
Doesn't
Your
bode
father
well.
has a special mission for you.
What?
In the eastern deep roads, there is a secret door carved into the stone.
Is
The
there?
door leads to a thaig, abandoned long ago by your ancestors.
There, Duke and Tyke.
The Darkspawn have made it impossible to reach.
My
Again?
father believed that the shield of the Paragon Idukan
Wasn't
remains
enough?
in that thaig, under the stones of the central room.
Great.
Reclaim
Can't
the
wait.
shield, and glory will be yours.
Why are all your eyes so tiny? It's very unflattering. Tugalado! I'm supposed to do this alone? What else is in the tag? The shit of Idukan would be quite the find.
We've sent 2 scouts ahead to make sure the tunnels are cleared.
And?
But be careful. One of the scouts will meet you at the first crossroads you come to. The second will be further in. When you get to the door, use your signet ring to open it. Questions?
So I'm supposed to be here for the Gloria of, I guess, Ozma, my house, who cares? There's supposed to be some big battle against the Darkspawn, and I'm just like skipping through the deep roads to some thaig to find a shield? I'm not even like contributing? This seems wrong. Meet the scouts, find the door, grab the shield, got it.
Very good. The crossroads where you meet the first scout will be the rendezvous point. There you can present the shield to the lords and demonstrate the strength of Idukan.
Seriously
May
doing
the
this wrong.
ancestors watch
Wait.
over you, my child.
Why are you picking me and not Trian? That's just gonna make Trian kill me. Why are you making my life more difficult, Father? I don't appreciate it. Not at all. A noble expedition. Find the shield of Aeducan. You've been given the task of finding the shield of the Paragon Aeducan. Your father believes it lies forgotten in an abandoned tag in the eastern deep roads. Yeah, well, we've all been there before. What do you think, Gorham?
We should keep moving.
Yeah, well, that's wise.